Welcome to the Ecotourist, a travel show for the environmentally and socially conscious. In this program, the wildlife, wilderness, and local cultures are the primary attractions. But we always strive to minimize the negative aspects of conventional tourism. In this week's episode, we've traveled to the rainforest in Costa Rica to document some of the countless species of plants and animals found here. But since this ecosystem is as fragile as it is unique, we're reminded to steal only time, take only pictures, and leave only footprints. This is the Ecotourist. Welcome to Rainmaker Conservation Project, located in the Fila Chonta mountain range on the Pacific side in Costa Rica. This area is part of the Quepoa Biological Corridor, and 60% of all the flora and fauna species that can be found in Costa Rica can be found within this 1,500-acre reserve. This place is privately owned and has been family operated since 1991. Their goals: protect the environment, educate visitors about this place, and to support the local communities. Our guide today is going to be Saul. He has been a guide here for 5 years and has lived in Costa Rica his entire life. So are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
This way.
Hey, take a look. That's a very small snake, but it's called an eyelash pit viper. It's small but highly venomous. They have even a prehensile tail. They use it to grab to the branch they can strike without falling off. You can find it in many different colors, especially this species particularly is found in many different colors, even yellow. Yeah, it's actually not a vicious animal. These things are not trying to jump onto the people. They are not aggressive on that. But if you put your hand on one, it would bite you because that's the way they defend themselves. So we only ask people just be careful, don't touch the plants around, and you will be safe all the time.
Just be careful when you're walking on the trail. You know where you're putting your hand and things like that. You'll be safe.
Better keep your hands off the plants. That's what I always advise the people. You notice that this area is clear, actually. Well, this whole clear area is a leaf-coated nest.
Okay.
But this is just an outside view. It looks clear, but the inside view could be amazing because it's a very complex network of tunnels and chambers that may go as deep as 6 feet.
Oh, so this is a huge colony of leafcutter ants, and so how come there's no vegetation right here?
They're just clearing the vegetation too. It's because many of the leaves around here, they can use it just like this, cutting them in pieces for feeding the fungus they grow in their nests for taking it. It's an amazing relation, a symbiotic relation between the ants and this fungus. Well, this is the dump of the ants, really. All the leaves they cut and bring here, after they just chew them up and feed the fungus takes most of the nutrients, and then they just throw it out like a dump, just like dumping it right here. So it's just the waste of the fungus and their own waste too.
Wow, so it's this is an absolute microcosm of sort of a human city almost. You have your downtown and then you have your landfill over here. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. And they basically just kind of take these piece by piece and just kind of cut them all down.
Yeah,
huh?
and cut them with their jaws. They have very sharp jaws, they can cut them, and they're so strong that they can just carry it all the way down to the nest. The time I'm here, the more I learn, the more I get involved with nature, and it's actually that's my job. I mean, I am a naturalist in being aware of nature and like making lists of animals of diversity. It's kind of the things I enjoy the most. Every time I go there and I find something new that I never seen before, it's kind of it reminds me why I'm here and really why I am a naturalist. Hey, check this out.
Huh? Oh, whoa.
This is a very interesting one. White color bat.
Yeah.
Pretty uncommon, yeah?
No kidding, look at that. It's like pure white on the stomach there, it looks like.
You ever seen one like this before?
Never.
Very uncommon. In Central America, there are only 2 species of bats are white. This is one of them. Actually, the other one is only found in the Caribbean, but this one is here in the Pacific too. It's called northern ghost bat. It feeds on insects mostly. At dusk, it will fly away from here, but it's rare to find them, especially under a roof like this. Maybe because this is deep in the forest, this one which it shows this place to sleep on.
So how often do you see this type of bat around here?
Well, it's naturalist. I spend a lot of time into the forest, but it was like 4 years that I took tours around here without seeing one. So it's kind of something. It's very special, really. I'm so glad to find one, especially that you guys can see it.
Costa Rica is one of the first nations to embrace ecotourism, which is definitely a good thing considering how developed this nation is becoming. Real estate billboards dot the highways here, and it makes me a bit nervous about what might happen to some of the unspoiled nature here. I was here 10 years ago, and the amount of development that has occurred over the last decade is baffling.